Hello, folks. So I did a video earlier with Nikon complaining about I need a wide field of view for a full frame lens. Here's a prime example. The Canon EOS R8 has a 16 millimeter RF full frame lens on here. This is perfect. If we went vlogging, it'd be something like this. It's perfect, okay? And it's not a crop sensor lens. Uh, in the studio, it's kind of small, okay? The max I can do it is like this. And this is still smaller than the 12. So, that I did earlier. So this is the type of lens I would like to have for the Nikon. But this is on the Canon, so I'm going to put it back to 0. Now, I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to put on a lens, the zoom lens, and it's a crop sensor 1018. I've been using the 1018 on the EF, but I thought I compared this again, but instead of a crop sensor camera, I'm going to put it on a full frame camera. And someone requested this, and I'm going to do it. So right now, I'm going to switch lens. So this is the 16 millimeter all the way down. Okay, this is the 10 millimeter. Okay. The 16 was a 2.8. This one I think is a 3.5 to, I don't know. I have to look at it. All right, 4.5 to 6.3. Okay. So it's a lot worse, but I should be in focus. So here's the 1018, and I've used it with the EFS before I bought this because it's a smaller lens. Now I just put it on a full frame camera, the R8, and what it's showing that it first gave an error message, but I pressed OK, then everything is fine. It said, no, it shouldn't work. Well, it's working, and it's in crop mode. So right now, if I zoom it all the way, just from the program, there you have it. So an 18 is kind of like the same equivalent of the 16 zoomed all the way. But it's a little bit smaller here. 16 was a little bit bigger, I think. It might have been the same size. But that gives you kind of like the same ratio of a crop sensor camera at 16 and a full frame at 16. The only difference is I can become bigger like this. So if I go all the way to 18, all right, now if I zoom it, look how big I am. And I'll go like that. And I'm going to see if it focuses. It's supposed to focus. It's on me. It's got the eye. But anyway, that they really don't focus. Even the Sony had problem at 18. So if I move this back just a little bit to 17, let's see if it does it better. And what on the Sony it was the 20, so I had to go to 19. But anyway, this is the RF lens. So now I'm going to put on the crop sensor with the EFS adapter to the R adapter or RF mount, and we'll see how this lens compares to the RF. Here we go. The FS adapter is on, and I look just about the same, don't I? So that's at 10. And if I zoom it, it doesn't look sharp. But if I go all the way to 18, I move this down up a little bit. What do you think? Do you see a difference? It looks just about the same as the RF. The only difference is the RF is a much smaller lens. In fact, the 16 millimeter is the same length. The only difference is when you it just goes up. This one just stays the same. So anyway, I like the wide field of view. I'm going to put this back to 0. So what do you think? Is it well worth it? So this is on a full frame camera on the R8. What do you think? And this is at 18. Let's go all the way to 10. Same effect. I do think the RF is just a little bit sharper, but then it could be the same way too. Okay. Remember, the RF is a newer lens than the 18. So I'm going to do it one more time. I'm going to take all this off. I'm going to put the, and this is at the 10 millimeter. Okay. So just look at the size. And what I'm going to do, okay. This is the EFS 10 millimeter. Now I'm going to switch it to the RFS 18 or 10 to 18 millimeter, but this will be at 10 millimeter also. So just look at the distance of me facing the camera. Am I the same size? Okay, so this is the RF at 10 millimeters. Can you see just a slight difference? Now let's go back to the 16 millimeter. Okay, folks, there you have it. So with the adapter, okay, it's a little bit bigger, be something like this, okay? And then you can extend it, but the thing is, this is too much. That's why I got the RF. But this camera started having trouble, so I may have to get a firmware update to get this lens working with that. But these are crop sensor lenses in the first place. So I just wanted to show a reviewer that he wanted to see the crop sensor lenses on a full frame camera. So there you go. I like the 16 millimeter, the RF. And yes, it doesn't go all the way to 18, which is like, what? 44, 45. But I think it's sharper. And I like the 16 better. But I thought I'd just show this to you, saying that since I did it for Nikon, now I'm going to do it with the Canon. That's all you have to do. I can do the same thing with the Sony, with the lenses I did on a Nikon. Same result. All right. So if it says it's a 16 on the lens, that's the full frame equivalent if you put it on a full frame lens. If you put that lens on a crop sensor camera, then you times it by either 1.6 or 1.5, depending on what camera brand that you have. And I am trying to figure out why it's on the sailboat and not on me. There we go. And it went right back to here because it's looking at the light, or this light. See? I'm trying to block it. We'll go. Now it just doesn't like my my glasses. And I just cleaned them, so that might be the effect. But anyway, just to show you. So this is my setup. You can see the TV, the ZF R6 Mark II, the R8, and then the S5 II. And you can see it on the right. So I'll just scroll down to the different cameras. S5 II, R6 II, ZF. So if you like this type of content, please give me a like, subscribe. Any questions or comments, put it down in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for the idea. And as always, remember this is to stay safe, keep smiling. Things will get better. I promise. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching, folks. Goodbye.